will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. And where you lie, I will lie, beloved. Where you lie, I will lie. Where you lie, I will lie, beloved. Where you lie, I will lie. And your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. And your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, refugee. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, refugee. Where you go, I will go. And where you lie, I will lie, refugee. Where you lie, I will lie. Where you lie, I will lie, refugee. Where you lie, I will lie. And your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. And your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. And your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. And your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine.
Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו לעסוק בדברי תורה, לעסוק בדברי תורה. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו לעסוק בדברי תורה.
Gee, I wish on Shavuot I didn't have to be sitting here all alone, learning by myself. This pandemic really stinks. It sure would be nice to learn with another person. Maybe a rabbi. Maybe a reform rabbi.
Hey, Daniel. I'll learn with you. Us city folk, we gotta hang together. What are you learning, by the way? The impact of the coronavirus on communities of color? The health disparities 5 years after Freddie Gray? Maybe a little daf yomi, or the attributes of an ethical leader?
Actually, Andy, I was exploring sources on the use of electronic devices on Yontif.
Oh, well, you didn't take that in rabbinical school? Maybe we should expand our circle a little bit, though. Maybe invite somebody from the county.
Pikesville here, and representing not just one Baltimore congregation, but two historic Baltimore congregations now merged into one congregation, Har Sinai Oheb Shalom congregation. We've been around collectively for 345 years. How about you guys?
46.
34?
Guys, it's 5,780. Are we really only creating something for synagogue communities? And where are my ladies at? Organizational, communal, and happily margin Jews were also at Sinai.
Is there room for a Baltimore newbie here?
Bill, is anybody on the screen not considered a Baltimore newbie? I mean, who went to high school here? Welcome, everybody, to Come and Learn, a Greater Baltimore virtual Shavuot experience.
We've brought together 19 congregations and organizations from across Charm City, plus 3 counties, to provide over 60 sessions of learning. And we are staying up all night long, all night, all night long, all night.
Wow, it really does take a global pandemic to bring all of us together, all these Jewish organizations in the spirit of collaboration.
That or Soviet Jewry?
From Soviet Jewry to singing, to tech study, to practical application, there's surely something for everyone tonight, and we are so glad you joined us.
Hey, Mark, I'm guessing some folks are wondering, why would anyone want to stay up all night just for fun? Maybe we should tell these fine folks what exactly we are doing, and how about a quick, what is Shavuot anyway?
Bill, I'm glad you asked that question. Shavuot marks the occasion when the Jews received Torah at Mount Sinai. It was up all night. Maybe, Andy, you can take that one.
Well, Mark, the story goes that our ancestors, the night before receiving the Torah, when they ought to have been giddy with anticipation, they decided to go to sleep early. So since they were less than enthusiastic than they should have been, we now create a tikkun, a correction, and we study in order to merit Torah for our generation. Under normal circumstances, many of us would be at a particular location this evening, and many of us, honestly, wouldn't be marking this holiday in any way at all. But this year, when we're stuck at home, when we're limited in our ability to gather, we have creativity for a win. And now we have the unprecedented opportunity to gather in a much larger community.
So the basic idea is to gather around our screens and enter into each other's hearts and minds. Tonight, you'll have the chance to learn something new or revisit ideas you haven't encountered in many years. And it's not all straight tech study. There's yoga and there's music and so much more. You'll learn in virtual rooms with Reform Jews, Reconstructionist Jews, Conservative and Orthodox Jews, and plenty of Jews on the margins, excited more by Torah than maybe you've been by synagogue. There are men, women, trans people, gay and straight, black, white, and brown. There are Jews and those who are Jewish adjacent. Here is the diversity of Baltimore Jewry in all of its motley splendor. So as they say in Aramaic, Tashma, come and learn with us.
You've heard now from our organizers, but the real goal of tonight is to put Torah in the hands of the people. In order to get our evening started, we've asked some members of our community to share their reflections on what Torah means to them.
What is Torah? What a great question. To me, Torah is everything and everything is Torah. The idea that we can turn it and turn it and turn it again, for everything is contained within it, that's what I believe. In the Torah, we can find wisdom related to pretty much any topic we can imagine, and it is the source of all wisdom and knowledge. So why not start there?
Torah is my history, my heritage, and my heart. No, I may not live by all 613 of the mitzvot contained within, but they live within me always. Torah is the core of my Jewish soul.
Our rabbis teach us that there are 70 faces of Torah, an infinite number of perspective, teaching, and life experience. That is the Torah that is passed down from generation to generation.
Torah to me is a love letter from God. It's having access to the diary or the journal of our ancestors. It's a place that we can land for hope and meaning and inspiration, to be reminded that our story didn't begin with us and it won't end with us, but that we're a part of something even greater and more beautiful. And it's a reminder that we're never alone.
For me, Torah is the way of the Jewish people. It's a message we bring to the world. It's our connecting tissue for perfection of the world. It's our constitution.
Torah is the tree of life. It is to look at the wisdom with which the world is created and look at it for guidance, for how to live in accordance and in harmony with it, to serve and protect.
Torah is the story of our people. It's also a set of instructions, a foundation, and a universal call to heed ethics and justice and responsibility for everyone.
The Torah encompasses all Jewish learning and the way that all Jewish learning enriches our daily life.
You've just had a chance to hear from Forefront Baltimore, Temple Adash Shalom, Bolton Street Synagogue, Beth El Congregation, Chizuk Amuno Congregation, Pearlstone Retreat Center, JCC of Greater Baltimore, and Columbia Jewish Congregation. Now, let's hear from Har Sinai Oheb Shalom Congregation, Repair the World, Na'aleh, the Hub for Leadership Learning, Bet Aviv, Jews United for Justice, Temple Isaiah, Beth Israel Congregation, Hevrei Tzedek Congregation, Hinenu, the Baltimore Justice Steeple, Beth Am Synagogue, and Baltimore Hebrew Congregation.
I will always remember when our rabbi placed the Torah into the hands of my stepmom after years of study when she converted to Judaism. Torah is alive for me whenever we're passing it forward, whenever we're placing it into the hands of someone new.
Torah is the journey of the soul in the language of storytelling about deeds of loving kindness, charity, and justice. It is a map, a recognition that a spiritual return and change in ourselves and others is possible.
Torah is the source text of our people's ongoing conversation about who we are and our purpose in the world, past, present, and future.
It is taught Torah was written with black fire on white fire. I love this image. It evokes tangible words and the intangible primal resonances, changing forms and holy marks that Torah leaves on the soul.
What Torah means to me is its role as the central narrative of the Jewish people, and that narrative is liberation from oppression and the creation of a just society.
What Torah means to me is being engaged in the never-ending conversation between my great-great-great-great-grandparents and my great-great-great-great-grandchildren.
Torah is the evolution of our people. It is the very foundation that connects us all. It grows as we grow, as we change, as we see the world differently.
The Torah shows me how to do meaningful community service.
Torah is that which the world most urgently needs to hear. Spoken around campfire, whispered in narrow places, sung in the desert, now stitched together with vulnerable sinew. Torah is poetry and the call to action and that which can inspire us.
Torah is a time machine. I get to sit down with the likes of Rabbi Akiva or Moshe Rabbeinu or my great-great-grandparents together across generations and throughout time.
Torah is like an old friend. No matter how much time passes between visits, Torah always welcomes me, saying, "Get comfortable. We have a lot to talk about."
Wow, I'm inspired. I hope you are too. Before we send you off to chart your own course for the evening, we want to make sure you have just a few handy tools in your Shavuot Learning Experience toolbox. Tonight is about choosing your own adventure. There are over 60 sessions to choose from that start right now and go until the wee hours of the morning. There are even 2 morning tefillah, that's prayerful options, taking place around 4:30 a.m. So either get your coffee now or set your alarm if you want to wake up to join us for the end. All of the session titles, teachers, and links you will need to access each session can be found at naalebaltimore.org/Shavuot, which we will leave on the video screen for a few minutes once we finish here. If you're having trouble signing on, there is a help desk that will be open until 10 o'clock this evening. That info is also on the website, which we will post at the end. We want everyone to be able to access this Torah learning, even those who are relatively new students to these technological platforms. Lastly, know that tonight is simply a creative collaboration of so many communities and individuals who want to share their passion and love of Jewish wisdom. Please come with a mindset of inquiry and openness. Each of us are students, and at the end of the night, perhaps each of us may have learned something that we can turn around and become teachers of as well.
Thank you for being here. May we all learn and grow from strength to strength. Chag Sameach.
I think the blooper reel is going to be really good.
All right. It's going to be fun.
Sorry, I thought you were inspired. I didn't realize that we were inspired.
I feel like the giggles are like underneath this. I'm just trying to make it through. Okay. Oh my God.
Just keep going. Or maybe not.
Maybe not.
This is where Mike gets to splice it. Mark, now's when you want to turn your video on and start talking.
We lost Mark.
I really hope we can have outtakes at the end of it.